حلقة النهاردة مختلفة. عندنا أول ضيفة النهاردة. الحلقة هتكون بالإنجليزي. قررنا نعملها بالإنجليزي علشان كتير من الناس بتتكلم عربي بتتكلم إنجليزي، لكن قليل جدا تقريبا شبه معدوم ناس بتتكلم إنجليزي فبتتكلم عربي. فلإرضاء جميع الأذواق عملناها بالإنجليزي، وتحتها هيكون في ترجمة بالعربي. ده بس دوس على الكابشن وهتلاقي الترجمة بتاعتها ظهرت عندك. يا رب تستمتعوا بيها. كانت حوار جميل وممتع، مش مصورين فيديو، انت ممكن تسمعه وانت ماشي. الاوديو بس هو المتاح في الحلقة دي. يا رب تستمتعوا بيها. انا استمتعت بصراحة. ضيفتي كانت يعني رائعة وعندها معلومات جميلة وغنية. شكرا لك.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Diana, and this is Diana's show. In this show, I'll be talking to you about different and variety of subjects, but the goal will always be is to make our life better, more joyful, happier for us and for everybody around us. I'll learn from you, and you'll learn from me, and I hope I'll live up to your expectation. Let's do it. Today, in this episode, I am honored to bring in my first guest ever, friend and a great inspiring person in my life who I had the pleasure and honor to meet back in 2023 in Tallinn, Estonia. My friend, Dr. Aruba, is a medical doctor specialized in neuroscience and physiology. She's a university lecturer teaching basic medical sciences and not only, but also a femininity and a relationship coach. She helps women embody their feminine essence while honoring deep cultural and familial values. Her unique work blends neuroscientific insights with emotional intelligence, guiding women to attract love, heal, and thrive in both modern and traditional contexts. Also, she's a single mom to an amazing 8-year-old daughter. She honors as her life coach. Aruba, I am so excited and happy to have you here today. And thank you so much for doing this with me.
Oh, thank you very much, Diana. I'm so happy to join your podcast. Actually, I need to share how much I was really happy when you announced your first podcast. And I was so excited, and I really know you will share amazing insights because I know how much you are a really deep person, and you're a very unique career in acting is really inspiring. I love in particular your podcast about something like الدور اللي تلعبه في حياتك وكيف انك ممكن تلبس دور.
I have two episodes, the alter ego and you are the main character.
The alter ego.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you're so
Thank
inspiring.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me. I feel so home with you.
Thank you. No, seriously, like you are my first guest, and I was nervous, but I'm like, you know what? This is Aruba. I am like, we're gonna be having a great time, and it should be exciting. And you have so much knowledge and wisdom. But I am definite for the people that's going to be listening to us, going to be great benefit. You have so much things to share, and along these years, and I know we only spent 2 weeks together, but the connection was so deep that right now we're in 2025 and we're still in touch. Although we're not speaking every single day, but we catch up with with each other all the time.
Yeah, I'm nervous too, but it's Diana. Yeah,
Thank you.
I feel just home with you, and I know I am academic person and I medical background, but it's not about making this scientific or I don't know textbook. It's more of just sharing the feelings and the core of whatever I studied and whatever I'm coaching.
Absolutely. And I'm sure along your journey, you have collected a lot of experience and you have collected a lot of challenges that you overcome. And I'm sure if anybody going through the same thing and listen to you, they can benefit so much from your tools, from your coping mechanism, from the things that you can give to that person, for the next person to say, you know what, I'm not alone. I can do this. I can overcome this. Before we dive, I hope you had a good day today. Today's Thursday. It's the day off. I believe that the school is off and you're home. How are you?
You're on vacation. Yes, the summer vacation, and I'm just enjoying day by day. I didn't travel this year. I just want to settle and feel into my body and enjoy Riyadh in the summer. Enjoy my family. It's really amazing to just settle.
So basically you felt the need that you don't need to be running around all the time, that you have what you need wherever you are.
Yeah.
How are
Not
you?
looking for anything, just be who I am.
So, okay, can you just walk me through this? Well, first of all, I know you travel and you like to see other places, but this time you decided for a staycation to enjoy Riyadh, to enjoy where you are. What made you realize that? Like, what made you say, you know what, I'm not going anywhere this year. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to enjoy myself. Why did you do that?
I actually started to feel the heaviness of traveling. And actually this year especially, I feel the need to put my roots.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting and very warm for me to be in touch with my feelings and watch what's happening inside of me, and my needs, really understand them and follow whatever comes up. This year it was like it just made sense to just settle and just enjoy whatever I have in the moment during the vacation. Because sometimes work takes a lot of time and energy. So I'm feeling that it's been a month now, so I'm feeling how much I'm growing throughout this staycation, and really enjoying the relationships I have and the little tiny pleasure in my home that I have.
So basically what you're saying is everything we need is within us and it's around us. You don't have to seek it from outside. You don't have to buy an expensive ticket and get it outside the country. It's always nice, it's always good to have this privilege and the opportunity to see different culture. But if you want to go to the basics, to yourself, it's all within us.
Yeah.
And listening, and listening to yourself and your body is very, very important.
Sometimes you need to explore something outside of you for you to learn a lot about yourself. But sometimes it's just settling and going deeper and really just going a little bit outside. You don't have to travel far away.
That's awesome. So right now you're not working, and usually you wear many hats. Like you're in so many roles. You're a mom, you're a professor, you're a coach. Right now in staycation, you're not a professor. So are you a coach, or you're a mom, or you're a little bit both? What are you in this month or the months to come? How is it going to be? Which role is behind this period?
Well, I'm trying to balance, actually. I feel like I really need to be just the human being, just be in the moment, whoever the role is, or just living the moment as it is, sipping my coffee or drinking my pure water, or even playing electronic game or watching Netflix or whatever, just being in the moment.
Nice.
That's a very important role I need during this vacation. Plus that I'm kind of planning for the future and solving some problems that won't make me feel the peace 100% unless I solve them, whatever I can do. So it's like, for me, it's a balance between living the moment and be in the moment and putting some effort gradually in the right spot that's needed in my life.
Before we started, we chatted like for a good 45 minutes before we started this episode. And you said to me, we were talking about self-awareness, and you said to me, things have changed for you drastically when you give birth to your daughter, who you say she's your coach. You're a coach, and your 8-year-old daughter is your coach. Can you walk me through this?
Yes, sure.
When your daughter was born, what changed within you? Of course, the change is inevitable for every mom. I'm not a mom, but I understand. Well, that's what I hear. For you specifically, what made you take that route, like of being a coach? The birth of your daughter was the way to it. Did something happen? But let's start at the very beginning. When your daughter was born, what changed for you internally, emotionally, and mentally?
So I've been interested in self-growth since the middle school.
Wow. Okay.
I've been reading stuff and trying to changing my thoughts and attracting whatever I can. But really, the moment that it changed my growth and the way I'm dealing with the growth, I'm sure it started after giving birth to my daughter, because I started to get in touch with my feelings. Like, I'm her role model, and I really felt responsible for taking care of this little baby who's looking at me like God. She's looking at me like the most perfect person ever. And I really felt so much love for her that taught me how much God loves us.
Wow.
And I feel actually أحس بجسمي قشعر when it's goosebumps. Yeah, it's actually amazing how much I felt this responsibility to take myself out from my head to my body. I don't know. I never got to understand how much emotions are important and to attend to my feelings as much as I started to understand it after having my child. And oh my God, it just started overflowing all the painful and challenging feelings. And, you know, when you start just attending to your feelings, it's another level of awareness.
Of course.
So it was really very challenging to take care of this little child and also to take care of my inner child, which was calling me for so long, so many years, and I never noticed it even. So yeah, fast forward, we're here. But there's so much to say about the growth that I had just by noticing my daughter and noticing how much worth she has and she feels and she knows that she has. You know, learning from her and teaching her.
What did you learn from her?
Sure. How much she really knows her worth.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so inspiring. So inspiring to just see how much she knows her worth, and she knows that she has the permission to express her feelings whenever she wants and needs. And I know that I need to be with her in the moment. So being with her in the moment means I need to be with myself too, which was the hardest part.
Yeah, because we didn't grow up like this.
Sure, of course.
We didn't have that. We had like, if you don't stop crying, I'm going to give you something to cry about, you know? And don't be such a wuss, don't be such a girl. Who the hell you think you are? Which made a lot of us, especially our generations, the millennials, kind of went through like that part where you have to be a good person. You have to be a good girl. You have to be a lady. That's a word I used to be told all the time. You have to be a lady. You cannot be loud. You cannot laugh loud. You have to sit in a certain way, which is all beautiful things. I honor them and I love them. But it gets to a point where you feel that every single thing you say can be and will be used against you. And then you start losing your worth. You start losing yourself, and you have to reteach yourself one more time. Unlearn what you learned before and learn again. Now, when you said that she knows her worth at 8 years old, a lot of us did not. I personally didn't know. And I didn't even know about my inner child until like 5 years ago. I didn't even know that I have an inner child. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
So
really, it's
really
really amazing how much we put a mask on ourselves, and then we forget who we are. But kids really know who they are. And I love that I was watching her from her birth and see how much she really knows who she is. Wow. And learning from her and being with her instead of teaching her whatever they did for me.
Yes. That's wonderful. I love how, that's why I always said, if you're confused of who you are or what is your worth or anything, go back to that age between 5 and 10, where the authentic you is there. Just because we get piled up with other stuff on top of it, start questioning your self-worth, you start questioning your abilities and your skills. But from the age of 5 until the age of 10 or even 12 is that time where we actually knew who we are. That's why, like, observing her at the age of 8, you're like, she knows her worth. She knows what she wants to. But like, yeah, I too, before somebody else told me that's not what you want to. No, you don't want that. You want something else.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's always a gift. It's always bliss. When was the first time you learned about your inner child? Like, because for me, I learned about my inner child in an acting workshop. I had no idea there's such a thing existed. When did you learn about it?
I guess it was around the first year of her life, my daughter's life. I was listening to a lot of
Oh, wow. Okay.
a lot of stuff about inner child and connecting with your feelings and just letting go of your feelings. Yeah, that was a flooding of feelings for me.
What does it mean to be connected to your feelings? Like people say, you have to feel your feelings. What do you mean I have to feel my feelings? What do you mean I have to be in touch with my feelings? Feelings is not something you can actually touch with your hands.
Exactly.
What is it? What does it mean to honor your feelings, feel your feelings, get in touch with your feelings? What does that mean? If we're gonna simplify this to a practical points as much as possible, how can we deliver this to somebody that's new to this and doesn't know what we're talking about?
Yeah, I love the practical, just simplicity, because I've been there and I was like so frustrated. What should I do for these feelings?
Like love yourself. I'm like, I love me. But no, what else should I do? I'm sure there's something else.
Yeah, exactly. So the simplest way is to notice your sensations.
Okay.
To make a body scan for your body. To get in touch with your feelings is to get in touch with your sensations, because feelings can stuck in your body, in certain parts of your body. For example, when you are so anxious, you can feel your heart pounding and you feel some stomachache and you're not able to breathe or whatever. So the intense feelings, we know that it can be felt in the body clearly. Right?
Wow. Okay.
But sometimes when the feelings are not that intense, they can be hiding in your body again. If you don't put attention to it, you can't get it. Okay? So the way to get in touch with your feelings is to get in touch with your body.
Wow. Okay.
Make a body scan. Simplest way is, and even simpler, is to close your eyes and go through your head and throat and all your body. And maybe we can do that right now.
Let's do that right now. Okay, walk me through it, because I'm not very good at meditation. If I want to scan my body for such a certain unpleasantly, what do I do? Now you tell me what to do and I'm going to follow lead.
Yeah, sure. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and just wander for a minute, for a moment. You can take deep breath. Three deep breaths. You can put your hand on your heart. And you can take longer expiration. Breathe in and take longer breathing out. And now notice how your heart is pumping blood. You can go behind your eyes as if you are holding a camera inside your head. A camera for sensations. Whatever sensations are there, coldness, hotness, in your head or your face. Just feel them, simply, without questioning, without judgment. Without analyzing, just being with them. And going down to your neck, feeling into your spine, any tension in your shoulders, you don't have to do anything with that. Just feel it. If you feel the need to soften your body, you can do that. Just breathe into any tension you can feel. We don't want it to go, or we are just surrendering to the feelings and sensations. You don't have to name any feeling, actually. Just feel into it. Feel into your heart, your arms, your stomach, and your back. Your hips, and your legs. Going down to your feet. Feeling into your feet touching the floor. Any pulsation you feel. And if you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes.
That was good.
Oh, I feel so refreshed.
That's really, really good.
How did you feel?
It's refreshing. I told you I had like a physically rough day myself, especially, when we said put a camera behind your eyes because my eyes are hurting from the migraine. It felt good. So basically, in order, let's say somebody encountered an unpleasant feelings, anger, tiredness, certain tightness, any tightness in the body, within the shoulder, the heart, the chest, anywhere, to do a quick body scan. That did not take long, by the way. I don't know how that looked, but I don't think we even did 5 minutes.
No,
But
I
a quick
didn't.
body scan
Mhm.
to know where the tension is and observe it without judgment.
Yeah, exactly. You
Okay.
don't have to make it go away, or
I see.
just watch it. Just be
Just
with
acknowledge it.
Yeah. Another layer will be to be compassionate with it,
Mm.
with yourself, your body. That's
Speaking of compassionate about your feelings, I remember you told me a story a few weeks ago. Do you care sharing it with our listeners here about your daughter's graduation day?
Oh, sure. So it's been now, I don't know how long, but I can remember vividly that day. I was so enjoying making her hair and getting her prepared for the graduation. And I was so happy for her, and she was so excited for the song they will sing, she and her colleagues. And she was so beautiful, and she was, of course, the center of attention. And I was really enjoying doing all of that for her. And we woke up very early, so it was amazing that I took some time for myself after getting her prepared. I was so happy to attend the graduation and see her singing. And for a moment, I just noticed like some tightness in my chest. Something like something was off. Like, what was going on? Am I tired? What's that? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just go through our day. And she was, I think she was in the other room just listening to other songs and enjoying by herself. And I was bothered really, like, what's happening with me? This is a happy day. I should be happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, okay, well, this is a very familiar feeling for me. I felt kind of shame to really feel that feeling. I felt jealous.
Jealous. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, come on, how come? You shouldn't feel jealousy from your daughter. You're being awful.
You're being a bad mom.
Yeah, bad mom. And like, you shouldn't feel this feeling. You should just ignore it or do whatever. Just don't feel it. And it wasn't the first time I feel it. I felt it before, but this time I was like really brave to say, okay, I feel this feeling. And I'm not going to hide or run away from it or just shuffle it down. What's wrong with it? I'm actually teaching my daughter that jealousy is a normal feeling, and that's why I'm really so inspired when I teach her something and tell her something. Then I feel like the need to embody that.
You must
teach
by example.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so jealousy is a normal feeling, and we human can feel it anytime. And it doesn't mean that we are bad people or we don't like the other person. Jealousy and love can coexist, and all emotions simply can coexist. So I was like, okay, now I can allow this feeling. And I'm not going to hide or run away or, it's okay. And I wanted to take it another level. So I went to my daughter and I prepared the breakfast for us. So let's eat. And I told her, I want to tell you something. So she said, yeah. I told her, I actually felt so happy for you, and I'm so excited for your graduation. And I felt some jealousy. She didn't take it well in the beginning. Because actually I believe she's going through jealousy and learning what jealousy is. I guess she kind of connected it with something else.
Yeah.
She was like, well, no, you can't feel this feeling. But I find this amazing learning moment for both of us. For me to just allow this feeling. It's not a trashy feeling. It's a normal feeling that we all can feel, and it just means that I admire whatever is you're getting, and I want to feel it more myself. It doesn't mean that I want whatever you're having to go away. That's another thing.
Yes, envy.
Yeah.
Envy,
exactly.
The thing is, when it comes to jealousy, admitting jealousy is admitting I am not perfect. Admitting that I am missing something that you have,
And you shouldn't be feeling this way. You should be very happy and very grateful, which we are. And you should feel always, always, all the time good. So jealousy is very tricky feeling. I find it myself because it hits the ego.
Yeah.
You know, if you say I'm jealous, your ego is like, no, I'm not jealous. I'm fine. And people get people get defensive with that. Like, excuse, I'm not jealous. It's okay. It's really okay to feel jealous.
Yeah.
You know? That's mean you're human.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And actually, after that, after that encounter with my daughter, I noticed her dealing with jealousy and allowing herself to feel it, and with the children in our family became much better.
Because here's the thing: if mom feels jealous, that's mean it's okay. It's fine to feel this way because you're not wishing harm on somebody else. You're not being envious of somebody else. You're not wishing for their good fortune to be taken away from them. It's just it's a feeling that tells you that I need care and attention too.
Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. That's why I'm like, I look at it in a way that unpleasant feelings, and I'm just getting better at it lately. Slowly, of course, I have my dips. That bad feelings, or what we call bad feelings, like, for example, jealousy, anger, all these unpleasantry feelings that we feel, it just like a little flash tells you that you need to take care of you a little bit more, that something is missing and needs your attention. It's like, you know, when you're driving a car and you see these lights coming up on your dashboard, maybe the gas light goes off, that you need to put gas in the car. Maybe the electricity lights goes off, you need some electricity in your car, or, you know, or the engine, whatever.
Yeah.
So I look at it this way. It's not a bad thing. It's your body communicating with you.
Exactly. What do you need in the moment?
Absolutely. And what did you feel that you needed the moment? Now you realize that you're jealous and your little Aruba needs a little bit attention. And so how did you deal with that? Now you expressed it. You were not judgmental. You were very compassionate. You shared it. You communicated with your daughter, which was another lesson to her that it's okay to feel this way. What was your next step after that?
I'm always about like letting go and allowing the feeling, then the self-compassion. Really, first self-compassion, and like I love hugging myself.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel so like, oh my God, I'm taking care of my little self and my older self at the same time. Like giving myself the attention, the physical touch, and really like comforting myself. It's okay to feel whatever feelings are coming.
And that does not make you bad mom at all. Like, you know, I know that you're a wonderful mom, and the way that I've seen you deal with your daughter was like, she's not just your daughter, she's your friend. And like you said, she's your coach. God bless your heart, the patience that you have, the sympathy and compassion that you have. Like, you see, I don't have kids, so I didn't experience that. But watching you, because I didn't grow up in a household where your feelings are honored. It's okay to feel bad feelings. You know, like the emotional environment was not at its best.
Yeah. And
we tried to give our kids the best of the best, better than what we had lived before. You know, so this is amazing. Like, I'm observing and I'm watching. And so you're taking care of her, she's a child, taking care of her, and you're taking care of your own child. Like the way that you hug yourself, and, you know, you're being understanding about it. This is amazing. So basically this is a message. Jealousy is normal. Bad feelings are normal. Observe it with judgment. Understand that it's part of you being human, and deal with it as it is.
Yeah, and be safe with yourself.
Wow.
Really. Yeah, giving
yourself.
Yeah. Really, like, instead of allowing the inner bully to attack you whenever you feel whatever the feelings, or jealousy or anger or whatever, like just allowing yourself to have the self-compassionate voice and touch. telling myself that I am safe with you. أنا أحب أقول أنا بأمان. أنا بأمان مع الله.
Nice.
الله معاي. أنا معاك. I really love to comfort myself, because the inner child in me really needs this comforting and safety. My nervous system needs that too.
It's not just our inner child. As a woman, our main need is safety.
Yeah.
That's our main need as a woman in their feminine. And the female crave safety and security. Which takes me to my next point. My lovely Aruba, you are a feminine coach on top of being a professor. First of all, what made you decide to be a feminine coach?
Yeah, I've been so when I graduated from medical school, I started psychiatry.
Okay.
As I was so interested in the working of the mind and the emotions and stuff, but it didn't feel like the route that I want to go through. Okay. So I went into research and the neuroscience and physiology, studying the emotions, and I really wanted to understand the connection between the mind and the heart, and how the heart is playing in our emotions. And during that study, I had my daughter, and I started to really lean into my body and connect with whatever is happening inside of me, not trying to solve the world problems, but just be with myself. And with my daughter. And I started the psychotherapy at that time. Then I started to receive life coaching, and I found the life coaching methods so close to my heart. So the way it focuses on the present and the future, and touch to the past, but not clingy.
Yeah, not too much clingy to who you were. It's more about who you are and who you're becoming.
Exactly. And exactly the femininity, it was awakening moment for me to learn that it's really funny, actually, how much in our life and in our generation, women were treated in a way like you have to do and learn and study, and it was a lot of masculine teaching.
I see. It's not about the learning and the studying. It's about, that's how I see it. As masculine is to do, for the feminine is to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so you felt that you're in the doing mode most. It's all about doing, action.
Yeah. And when I gave birth to my daughter, it was like, again, I need to do a lot of things to take care of her. But at the same time, I need to be with her and to allow her to feel her feelings, and for me to feel my feelings. So it was, at the beginning, it was really very hard for me to click into the feeling mode when I'm in the doing mode, doing and studying and working, like never stoppable mode.
Yeah, because you are the head of the household.
Yeah. And I was like, when I just started to search about femininity, it was like a construct, like just wear nice clothes and just open your voice and just walk in a nice feminine way.
Okay.
And it was really frustrating. But that was the mainstream kind of feminine living. And I was searching for that for maybe 4 years. Like, what is femininity? I need to know, because it felt like a core thing, not only a surface. And when I started, actually, I read some books for David Dida. He was so enlightening in describing the femininity and the masculinity and the differentiation between them. And I'm not trying to make this very comprehensive teaching about what is femininity and what is masculinity, but it's the polarity concept.
Yeah, the yin and yang.
Yeah, the yin and yang. And it's actually can be reflected in the biology of us. When a woman has the womb and ovulate every month, and the ova stays in its place, it doesn't move.
I'm sorry, what does it stay in
The
place?
ovum doesn't move. It doesn't have the ability to move.
Okay.
So it just stays in its place in the uterine tube, and the sperm just come to its place and compete.
Basically, what we're talking about, the fertilization of the eggs by the sperm. But what you're saying here that in the concept in the biology, the egg stay wherever it is and the sperm comes to it. You're saying that the woman stay where she is and the man comes to her.
Exactly. And this is a big concept in relationships, but also about embodying our femininity, just slowing down and be in the moment.
I get what you're saying right now. Okay, now it clicked for me. What you're saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, so the egg as it is at its beautiful glory, it's just being an egg wherever she is. She's being. Yeah. Then the sperm is doing the running and, the fighting with other sperms and doing the action, and we're doing the hunting and we have to prove ourselves, blah, 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 to make it to the egg. So in the biology, the egg is in the to be mode, but the sperm is in the to do mode.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah, I love how these concepts of femininity and masculinity are actually reflected in our biology, in our physiology. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Okay. So to elaborate on that, woman to be more feminine, and because all of us has both of these, we have a little bit feminine, a little bit masculine. Since you have discovered that being feminine, so you had said before that, when you're looking into the femininity, it's not about, what you dress, how you talk. We have a term now it's very popular in the Egyptian culture. You have the winter voice, summer voice. The summer voice is a bit loud and it's very excited. And you have the winter voice, it's very soft and slow. And you were saying basically being in the to be feminine. It's not just about the dresses. It's not about what to wear, what not to wear, how your voice tone is, which is all pretty part of it. This is all in the outer, but it's more of the inner. How can you explain that? How a woman can be more in her feminine, or she can turn on her feminine more than her masculine? Because I remember, because you like the alter ego episode where Marilyn Monroe, she actually was walking on the street and she turned on the Marilyn Monroe mode, and she was dressed up the same clothes. Like, it's not she was wearing anything provocative or anything sexy. She was wearing the same thing that she was wearing when she left the house. But the minute that she decided to do that shift of energy, everything around her changed. What is your advice for women to be more in their feminine and to turn on that energy of the to be? How can women be?
Let me just mention something about the look and the surface of us as women. When we are shifting into our feminine, sometimes we feel the preference to look differently, and sometimes the need and desire to do something in our face or how we dress. It will become inside out, not outside in. Sometimes actually some people advise you to do something outside in, which is not wrong.
Absolutely, yes.
But just focusing on the look by itself and really ignoring everything else is the challenging.
What do you mean by everything else? What everything else that somebody can pay attention to?
Yeah, sure.
Because it happens. You see the most beautiful, gorgeous, deadbeat woman. The minute that she opens her mouth and she starts talking, it's an extreme turn off. And it's not about her voice. It just the energy completely changed. Of course, we know that if you put a makeup, if you dress nicely, of course, it's going to make you feel better anyway. And if you're good about yourself. But let's say I want to be feminine. I want to play this game. Let's play this game, the Marilyn Monroe game. And I'm dressed up in my brother's hoodie. How can you be feminine from the inside to the outside, not from the outside to the inside? Because the outside is very easily done. Let a dress and you're good to go. But from the inside, the work that you do within, the aura that you shift within you, how can you do that? What tips do you have?
Yeah, sure. So as you said, it's not that hard to shift into the feminine energy. It's just going inside instead of focusing outside. Again, get in touch with your body.
I see.
It's always the number one trick of feeling into your femininity and being in your feminine energy is to get in touch with your heart, your body, your sensations. There's so many other things to do when you are in a relationship or you want to notice the feminine or masculine role that you take in relationships, because a lot of people actually, now I'm in touch with my feelings and my body, which is السهل الممتنع.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly. But when they are in a relationship, they are always focused outside. What should I do for the other person, or how can I please them, instead of focusing on themselves and their needs and really honoring and understanding themselves, taking care of themselves. Because in a relationship and in like marriage or contact, again, I will go back to the sperm. It's the sperm is
in the to-do mode.
Yeah, in the do mode. It's protecting and providing. And the woman should be really taking care of herself and nurturing the relationship instead of doing the masculine job.
I get you. Now, before we move to that point, which I don't want to talk about it, how to be more feminine in a relationship. Now, I'm not in a relationship. I'm a single person. If I want to be more in my femininity, there's something also I did. And I think that you hinted to it before at the very beginning, is slowing down. I have noticed myself when I slow down, I am more in my femininity. But when I'm in a rush and I need to get this done and the to-do list has to be X'd out and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it has to be all done today. It has to be on point. And everything has to go on plan and nobody can mess up my plan. I'm completely out of my femininity.
Exactly.
But when you go with the flow, and you said that you needed to stay home, you needed to take your own staycation just to enjoy your surrounding, to take it in, to work it from inside. I've noticed slowing down plays a big part or being in your feminine.
Yeah, and it's actually a way to shift your nervous system to the rest and digest mode.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Slowing down, be in touch with your body sensations, squeezing your arms. All of that can activate the parasympathetic system, which is part of the autonomic system that's responsible for the rest and digest.
Wow. Okay. Wonderful. Now let's move to relationship. Now, because we are in 2025, as women, we're working, we're providing, we are outside hustling, we're in the to-do mode most of the time. It's becoming a necessity of life due to a lot of challenges, financial and mental challenges. And a lot of women, they're on their own, they're providing, they are the head of the household, they're taking care of their kids by themselves. But when you're in a relationship and the dynamic is not where it should be, the woman is more in her masculine, the man is more in his feminine. What tips you can give a woman for them to be more in their feminine and give a chance to their men to lead?
I wish you're asking how to build a new relationship.
That's easier. Okay, so it's easier to go from it's easier to start it with this way. Okay, how can you build a relationship this way? Let's say I'm going into a relationship, and what tips you can give me for me to be more in my feminine, not in my masculine? I'm interacting with this person. Okay, while building a new relationship, how a woman can be more in her femininity and a lot less than in her masculinity to allow the man to lead and be in his masculine.
So again, first thing is to be in touch with her body, her sensations, and really to listen to herself and what does she tend to do in relationships, her desires sometimes to lead. Or
yes. Can you give me examples of women being in their masculine energy while in a relationship? Like what? How a woman can know that these signs are signs of her being in her masculine, not her feminine? What are signs?
Sure, giving gifts or whatever, planning activity, trying to lead the relationship, like trying to reach a specific outcome instead of just being and allowing.
I feel being exposed right now. Okay, continue.
Oh, yeah, initiating, messaging, or whatever, all are the masculine energy. But instead, the feminine energy is be present and to receive, to show her gratitude.
So you're saying in the beginning of a relationship, women should not be giving.
Mm-hmm.
They should not be planning. They should not be initiating. They should not be taking the first step.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, but
Yeah.
she's going to come and say, well, if I didn't do it, he's not going to do it. So what do you answer to that?
Well, then maybe this is not for you.
Okay. All right.
It's a really challenging for a lot of women, and for traditional or non-traditional ways of dating or marriage. It's all very challenging for women to just be in her feminine
I see.
and watching what's happening and seeing if this is really what she needs and want or not.
So you're saying at the very beginning of a relationship, women should be observing and collecting data.
Yeah, but not really analyzing and working as a scientific in the project.
Okay. So, okay. Yes. Thank you. Because I know I would do this. I'll be sitting down. I'm like, not do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That must be a red flag. Or how can we approach it more in a feminine and flowy way, not in more of an academic of 1, 2, 3. But you said it should be you're observing and collecting data and you watching what's happening. You let him lead. And if it does work, then this is your match. If this person did not take an initiative, then that's not your match.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay.
Especially at the early beginning.
So what women should look for? Okay, let's say I took the back seat and I'm observing. I'm not initiating and I'm not doing things that's not masculine. I'm not making plans or anything. I'm not texting first. What a provider, healthy, high value man looks like? What are the signs that these women should look for?
Sure. So a healthy masculine is responsible for giving and taking care of the woman.
Mm-hmm.
He will naturally initiate contact.
So you were saying that he should be providing, initiating, and taking the lead in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
As a woman, she should be observing and
receiving. Really,
we have a problem with the receiving. Okay, a very big problem here with the receiving. As me personally, I had a problem with this because when I receive, it's like, what do they want from me? What is the agenda here? What is the thing that I have to pay? And like, as if like I am not worthy. Like, I don't deserve this kind of thing. How can we help women shift that you are as you are is worthy of in receiving? How can she know that and believe that in her core?
Yeah, it's really challenging for a woman to just receive and know that she is a present by herself. Just being in this relationship is super amazing gift that she's already giving. She doesn't need to give gifts or plan anything.
Or what does that mean? That she as she is a perfect and the prize and
because masculine man needs feminine woman in his life, because just being in a man's life, like femininity is life. It's the killers.
So you have a guy comes into you and say, oh, what do you bring to the table? You're a woman. What do you bring to the table?
Me? That's more than enough.
Why this is more than enough?
When you understand your worth, mostly you will not listen to something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you're really believing in your worth as a feminine being, the living that you are already radiating from yourself, from the inside of you, and the way that you're shining to the world, not only to the relationship that you are in. Mostly, you will not encounter something like that.
For me, I see when somebody says, "What do you bring to the table?" is one of the biggest red flags.
Mm-hmm.
Because it feels like this man is waiting to receive from you, not here to give.
Yeah, exactly.
Then in that case, you and him are looking for the same thing. You're looking for a masculine man to take care of both of you. So that's how I see it.
Yeah, or the 50-50 relationship, or...
But you know what? For the longest time, I used to be that kind of person. I used to be that kind of 50-50 person. Now that I'm approaching 40, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, because my makeup itself is more expensive than that meal that you're buying me. And yeah, and I'm getting, I don't know if this is becoming more arrogance or something like that, but it's becoming, like you said before, you know your worth, you know that you are life, you know that by your presence itself is adding value to the man, but you just being there, but you being in the state to be, like we talked about the egg is in the state to be.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is like becoming a problem.
And by your biology and your physiology, you already have everything that you need to nurture that fetus whenever it's formed.
I see.
The egg is there, it's just there, it doesn't move, and then you already have the womb to take care of it, and to create life, and to create so many things without even moving from your place.
See, that's the beauty of being a woman, and I find so much beauty in it, that you have everything that you need is within you. Unlike men, they have to outsource it from the woman, that emotional comfort, that life, that nurturing, that guiding. Woman has that within themselves. I don't know if I'm being biased here or I'm being sexist, but I really feel like that's why I was, and correct me if I'm wrong, you're a coach. I was reading the research that's saying that the two happiest categories are married men and single women. Married men, because they are being cared for, they're taken care of. Somebody is feeding them, nurturing them, guiding them. Hence, the married women who are already pouring into their men and their family and all the stuff. On the other hand, you have the single woman who they have whatever they have from within them, and then need to outsource it. So they're pouring into themselves, unlike single men who doesn't have the supplies that the woman provide.
That's a really interesting article. I wouldn't compare actually who's happiest and who's not. It's more of individual for me.
I see.
Yeah, and there's kind of a trend that women don't need men, and the strong, independent woman who can do and take care of herself. I'm not really.
You're not subscribing for this. Why are you not subscribing for this? What does women need from men?
Yes, sure. So a single woman can take care of herself and can pour this love to herself. But like, we are created for each other.
I see.
Just see us completing each other. A man needs a woman and a woman needs a man. And that's the way it is from the start of
now let's say we have a strong independent woman in our comment section, and they saying, so what do I need a man for? What is a man can do for me that I cannot do for myself? What do you say to that?
Yeah, it's not about you cannot do it for yourself, because most probably you can. But if you just tune into yourself and feel the feeling of heaviness of taking care of yourself, your household, your children, if you have any, this really heavy feeling, you don't have to go through this by yourself.
I see.
God created us to complement each other and to really live the best lives while being with each other. So that's the way I see it.
I see. I like that. do you recommend certain practices for women who are actually there in the masculine? Nothing's going to change between a day and night. Nobody's going to wake up tomorrow and say, okay, today I decided to be feminine and I'm going to act this way for the rest of the day. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
And it's going to understand it's going to be a process. Do you have
Yeah.
tips for working women who has to go and earn their bread by their time and by their sweat? How can they become more feminine while working at the same time? Because you got to work, you got to pay bills. If you're on your own, you have to do what you have to do. So what do you recommend that these women do to be more feminine, to be more receiving, and at the same time achieving goals, achieving dreams, achieving certain level of careers that they would like to achieve?
Yeah, sure. I would say listen to our whole interview. Really tune into your body.
Okay.
Even if you are working.
So body scan is a must. In order for you to work in regulating your nervous system, it's a must.
Yeah.
Moment to scan.
Yeah, for sure. And get to know more about femininity and what does it feel like in your body.
Yes, because if a woman is always in her masculine, she doesn't know how does a feminine feel like.
Exactly. Yeah. Go touch the grass with the bare foot.
Okay.
Be in touch with the nature because it will
ground you.
Ground you and get you back to your femininity and to your body. Again, working wouldn't kill your femininity. You can work and also slow down. And be in tune with your body. Sometimes the way you are working and you're so focused on the outcome is the masculine way. But you can do your work in the feminine way, enjoying the process, focusing on the details, the pleasant details, if there's any. Watch the work environment and enjoy the work environment whenever is possible. Sometimes people have something about friendships and the work environment, like it shouldn't be, but actually sometimes when you have some girlfriends in the work environment or anything that makes work lighter,
I see.
All of that can get you back to your
So basically enjoy the journey more than the outcome and the goal. I get it. Be more mindful about it. So if we're going to sum it down to be more in your feminine, slow down. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm revising what you said to me in points. Scan your body, slow down, honor your feeling, be compassionate with how you feel, enjoy the journey, be more mindful of the journey, and ground yourself with nature.
Yeah.
These are correct, right?
And whenever you can, take a break.
Absolutely.
Get back to yourself. Sometimes these breaks, it's not like your goals are not set in stone. Sometimes you need to look at your life and really ask yourself, what do I need? And where do I want to go? And check with yourself if you are really going that way, or you are working on old self of you with goals and dreams.
That's wonderful. I'm looking at these actually questions that we had. We kind of like touched down on every single one of them in a way or another.
Yeah, I guess.
And I love that. Okay, that last question. I'm going to ask you one last question. What's a message you would love to whisper into the heart of every woman who's tired of being strong all the time? What would you say to her?
I just want us to take deeper breaths together. That feeling of having to be strong all the time. Just feel how it feels. Feel the heaviness in your shoulder and just be with your feelings. It's really amazing how you can connect with your feelings and your body and see how your body is reacting and to these ideas about having to be strong all the time. And ask yourself, do you really have to be strong all the time?
Yeah.
Sometimes you actually need to be vulnerable. And maybe there are people in your life who really wants to help you. So maybe you never tried, or you have some doubts. It's okay. You have all the right to have these doubts. But again, check with yourself. You have a lot of people, and maybe you can try to let go of this superwoman image that you're trying to be in.
All the time. At least not all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Not all the time.
Yeah, vulnerability is a treasure, really.
Say that one more time, please.
Vulnerability is a treasure that really connect us with our femininity. And sometimes our family wants to help. I mean, a lot of times. Just be vulnerable with them. Just share how it feels. And most likely you will be helped.
Nice. Okay, so thank you so much, Aruba. It has been such a pleasure. If anybody needs to find you or know about you, what is the best way to reach your coach? So do you do one-on-one? Do you do a training? What do you do?
Yeah, mostly I do one-to-one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing sometimes workshops, and I'm doing now a Telegram group for a single mom. So it will be amazing to have any single mom with us.
Alrighty.
It's my Instagram.
Your Instagram. Okay, so the best way to reach you is your Instagram. You have, is it Aruba or Dr. Aruba?
Dr. Aruba.
Dr. Aruba. Okay. We'll have your contact information down below in the description. Whoever would like to reach to Dr. Aruba and have a coaching session. She's a beautiful soul. And you might not just get a coach, you might get a friend for life. So thank you guys so much for tuning with us. Thank you, Dr. Aruba, very, very much for being with us today. You have honored us with your presence and your wisdom. And I'm sure it's going to help a lot of people out there.
Oh, thank you very much, Diana. I'm so happy, really. And really, it was so smooth and soft and flowing conversation. I really enjoyed being with you here.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed having you.
Thank you for everyone who's watching, guys.
Alrighty. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe and share, and let us know in the comments what you like, what you didn't like. We'd love to hear from all of you. Until we see you next time, take care of yourself. Bye.